It's Saturday night. Here is a quote. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. I had a kind of a revelation the last few days, and it just got me to think and reflect more on myself, which is what I love to do all the time. And so this is something that I want to just share my thoughts here. So ever since was it March when we had the lockdown and we were, sitting at home, etc. And we like someone like me, for example, I'm lucky that I still got to work. Nothing changed in terms of that. But with that, I was cooking a lot more. I just stayed home more. As the weather became better, went for walks and started seeing a few friends of mine, but not really that much. But mostly I found myself more introverted than usual. And I also, during that time of being by myself, I decided to try different things. And one of them was, if you had seen my earlier video, was actually, embracing a lot of aspects of myself. So one of that was, as you can see, was the growing out of my gray hair, which I used to, like the gray hair that I would dye since I was in my 20s because, it was like, it looked bad. You didn't want to look old. And it was only at this time that I got to appreciate that, instead of going and stressing myself out and dyeing my hair and all every like 6 weeks or so, it was good to, just let it go and embrace it. And it was a struggle. And now I'm actually finding that I'm starting to love it. And I'm just can't wait for it to grow out more. So it'll be an interesting journey. On top of that, realizing that my daughter is growing up. She's 14, she's going to be 15. So she's starting to become her own little woman in a way. She's changing, she's growing. And with all of that, I would say that I shouldn't say I lost it, but I regained something, but I suppressed a lot of aspects of myself. So in the sense, it was accepting my maturity, but at the same time, I let myself go in terms of just being beautiful, in terms of just being beautiful, basically, if you understand, get my drift. It was just more as, again, not going anywhere, so not really taking time for myself per se, not putting myself out there, etc. And it was only like in the last few days that I started to think that, okay, you're not like I'm only 45. So why am I acting like I'm an old woman? My daughter's growing up and everything, yes, but that doesn't mean that I got to start aging. So when I talk about aging, I'm not talking about the graying of the hair or anything like that. No, that's still going to continue. What I mean by that is mentally aging, in the sense of mentally giving up on yourself in terms of beauty, in terms of style, in terms of things like that. And I remember that one time I saw a video posted by this designer company that I did a photo shoot, and it came like 2 videos were posted 2 weeks ago, and I was looking at it again, and it's kind of funny because I love the videos. I just was like, oh my god, that's right, like I lost that part of myself where I was like beautiful and feeling sexy, fashionable and things like that, and granted, now I just felt like my hair just looked artificial in the whole thing because it was beautiful, but it didn't feel like it was me. I'm starting to feel more like me. So it's kind of a tricky thing where you tend to embrace your maturity, but embracing your maturity not meaning that you give up on yourself and you just accept the fact that you're aging. No, in fact, you embrace your maturity and embrace the fact that you're actually looking more beautiful. And so good thing is I have friends who, actually I have one friend in particular who's really, really just absolutely wonderful. I think connecting with her and getting to know her has changed a lot of things about me. And she's a woman who is like, she has no problem, like owning herself, especially like photos. She looks beautiful, and she has a confidence that I don't have. And I hope to kind of like get some of that confidence. And she's fantastic. She was been helping me out, and through that whole process, I've been sort of realizing that, here's the thing. Don't care what people say. People will pass judgment. People will say, well, she's this, she's acting like that. And especially Indian people are really, really bad at this. Sorry, I'm stereotyping maybe, but I've always heard that. Is that, oh, she's acting like she's a young kid. She's acting. No, there's not acting like a young kid. It's just embracing your beauty. Being classy, being sexy, and embracing your beauty. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It is a part of loving yourself. Totally a part of loving yourself. Enjoy it. Enjoy every moment, because we can't live in that fear of how other people view us. We can't live in that fear of, okay, if I do this, if you're not hurting anybody, you're having a good time, and you're owning yourself, and you're just proud of who you are, what's to stop you? Other people? Nah, don't let them. They want to. That's a reflection on them. How I feel of myself is a reflection of me. And I had to take a deep, hard look at myself. And I'm still looking. There are so many aspects to myself that I still need to get out better. And I think that I noticed that the way I view myself is affecting my relationship with other people, in the sense of, if I just have to be more direct, be more observant, and be more vulnerable at the same time, all in the essence of being me. And that is an attractive quality. And that is the one thing I realized. My problem is that I put a wall around me, and then I have this, I don't want anybody around and things like that. And that is not a good, it is not a good feeling. So, I don't know why I got emotional saying that, but it's not a good feeling. So it's a lot of unlearning that I have to do. And it's a beautiful journey. So do not confuse my tears with sadness, because it's not. It's actually realization, reflection, healing. It's just everything. And I probably sound like I'm rambling, but it's the truth. And confront that in yourself. Address that in yourself. Don't care what other people think. Don't care what the judgments people pass on you. You own yourself. I have to own myself. And I have to show myself, my real self, to other people. And there's a lot of things that I got to take care of. And then just keep going the journey. This is why I love this journey. So many realizations, so much learning, and it's just beautiful. I mean, if you think about it, how many years of conditioning and things and trauma and everything that result. And now you get to a specific point, and now you're starting to unlearn, and you're trying to recondition yourself. And this is the best journey to be at. So anyway, that's all I have to say is vulnerability, owning yourself. They're all actually signs of strength, not signs of weakness. And owning yourself, loving yourself is not narcissism. Some people say, well, that's a narcissistic attitude. No, it's not. You can't love others unless you love yourself. You can't, and you need to be present with yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to be honest with yourself before you can do that to other people. And that's all I have to say for now. There will be more as I keep reflecting and flushing, but this is all part of knowing my true self. And this is part of that journey. So thank you. I will talk to you later.